Welcome back to Crypto Media Law, where if you like making money in crypto, then you're just like everybody else in crypto. And so we have a fun show today that we're going to talk about. We're going to try a new thing. We're going to talk about 5 things every video, and it's going to be really awesome. And of course, it's not going to include the basic stuff like the intro and the market, just check in. And so let's start off with that. Let's do the market check-in. We got the total crypto market cap at 1.89 trillion. We have Bitcoin coming in at $40,000, almost exactly. Market cap of 759 billion. Got Ethereum coming in at 2742. So pretty much what we've been seeing for the past I don't know, month or so now. Just a sideways action. Sideways normally falls to the downside, but a lot of fundamentals, and we'll be going into some of those today, make you think that it's still going to go up. And again, we'll talk about that today. Biden, I don't have much faith in, but it's an opportunity. We'll get into it. And so let's see. Some other coins, the XRP has been crazily having a run. It's number 6 right now. It's at 80 cents. So that's something to keep an eye on. Everyone's been talking about when that case ends, it's going to shoot up to $5-10, like for sure. And by people, I mean BitBoy, just BitBoy. So let's see another good one. We got Sandbox at $3.47, and then Elron's one that I'm a fan of, and it is 161. It is doing a lot better than it was a couple months ago. I did sell some at $200, so nice little profit there. All right, so let's dive into our show. So thing number 1 is going to be why to watch me. So one reason being that I'm starting with you. A lot of these other awesome shows that I watch, along with you, have already made their money. They've already made millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of millions of dollars, various amounts. And so they do have a different mindset. I mean, that's why they're here. That's why they're doing it. I admire it. That's why I'm here too. Also, I do have a degree in it. So does my editor. We do have mass communications degrees. So, we know what we're doing. We're not just total amateurs. We're total amateurs with proper educations. And we're going to make this work. So, also I use the Brave browser. I mean, is it that hard? So, crypto usage as much as possible. So yeah, I'm one of you. And there's no I in team. And there's no you in team, but we're all in a team together. That's what matters. It's not just one person. It's not me. It's us. We'll get into that in a bit too. Okay, here we go. Step number 2 today in the order of things we're doing. And by step, of course, I mean point number 2. Biden's executive order. Now, a lot of people are concerned that this might be a bearish event, that he's going to, talk about regulating, and so people are going to respond to regulations how you would expect. But that's a little different with cryptocurrency and the total lack of regulation whenever we all know regulation's coming. And so it's actually going to be really good whenever we get this this regulation. But here's where it gets weird. I mean, if Biden does say something like, we're going to ban it, or just, we're going to get rid of stable coins, or we're going to tax it more than anything else. One worry I have is that he might do that to try to chase the money back into the stock market. And what worries me way worse about it is how unbelievably stupid he and his administration have been. And it's basically, if something's popular, they avoid it at all costs. And so that's the one thing that I'm kind of worried about, because when has Biden done something that's made us all really happy? Now, let's look at it from the other point of view. Let's say Biden is a little bit savvy, and he sees it as an opportunity to win over some people, to stand out from countries like China that have banned it. And It could also cause peace with Russia because Putin came out last week or 2 weeks ago saying that he supports mining and they have an advantage. So Biden could come out and say, we also kind of support crypto. Could crypto cause world peace? I think it will play a part. I mean, I think yes. I think crypto is not going to be a cause of war, but more bringing people together. And I'll actually be going into that as well. So, there's an article here. A lot of the other channels have gone over it. But yeah, it's, the one on Cointelegraph. Biden expected to issue executive order on crypto next week. And so today is February 19th, which is a Saturday. So in the next few days here, I think it's going to be bullish. I think he's going to lay some basic kind of framework, something along the lines that other countries have done, and just say we're going to accept cryptos, that we're going to be a crypto-friendly country, because Tucker Carlson recently came out like hardcore pro-crypto. Ted Cruz has come out hardcore pro-crypto. Okay, this leads me into my next issue. This leads me perfectly into my next issue. Which is going to be what's going on with what we want to do. We want to bring people together on this channel. And I don't mean just like in a small way, like, hey, all the crypto YouTubers, we need to all get along. Now, of course we do. I think the crypto community space is not that toxic compared to all the other spaces, pretty much. But it depends on your community, I guess. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But I think we can really bring people together in a big way with cryptocurrency. I think all the ingredients are there. So let's see. There's a lot of division in the country. And so let's look at the reasons crypto could bring people together. Here's one thing that I want to focus on. And that is that this country is progressive. We're a progressive country. Whether you're right-leaning or left-leaning, you're done with the establishment. You're done with everything being rigged against the people. And so a lot of the progressive people on the right consider themselves libertarians. A lot of the people on the left who are progressive consider themselves like democratic capitalists or democratic socialists, which is pretty much the same thing. And so just a different way to say it. But that's also a story for another day. And so I think by sticking to the facts, being honest, not seeing things in a partisan issue is so important. Because, I am definitely progressive. I think we could come up with new ways to make progress. And so this channel is going to focus on that, the things that can bring us together. And cryptocurrency could be that. It really could solve a lot of the problems we have. Could the right and left get along on crypto? Could crypto cause a revolution in clean energy? I think yes. I think why not? It seems like the most obvious and possible way with this redistribution of wealth. Okay, so I got a little carried away with that one. So now let's go over what's going on with Russia. It's a big thing. This article came out from The Guardian just a few hours ago. Says Russia must fail and be seen to fail if Ukraine invades, says Johnson. And so they're talking about UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. And I thought this article was pretty interesting because it went over... It seems like Boris Johnson's standing with Biden. Now, of course, England has a more of a reason to be against Russia, or not more of a reason, but a more recent reason that was pretty shocking was, in the past few years, they poisoned some people in England and got caught red-handed, the government of Russia. So, of course, they're not on good terms, but yeah, I mean, he echoed what Biden was saying, that it's, there's going to be stiff consequences and there's a big army there. Definitely not totally downplaying it. But what I thought was interesting is President Zelensky, the Ukrainian vice president, he, in this article, talks about how he's like demanding to be a part of NATO. And so the whole thing's weird. He's demanding to be a part of NATO, which he was promised. Russia's demanding that NATO not allow them to be one. And so Yeah, I think Biden, so we just have to see what happens there. I do think it's mostly political posturing. I do believe if they wanted to wage an attack on Ukraine, they could do it swiftly and easily, and they wouldn't amount a large amount of troops there. That said, moving a large amount of troops there is something, and but I'm on the side of it being more political posturing, a way that Biden can look strong, a way that Biden can kind of unify NATO. Um, I just, it's a dangerous game, it's a risky game, and we'll see how let's hope it all turns out okay. And in the end, um, we'll know within the next few days. I don't trust the mainstream media at all, even a tiny bit. A lot of the mainstream media is, I don't know, a little too, seems a little fake, the way that they're all saying the exact same thing, this exact same narrative that's exactly coming from Biden administration, which is a huge thing, major war. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. So that was gonna be the final thing, other than point five, which is Paul Barron. So I know last week I talked about how Paul Barron was distancing himself from Solana and FTX. He made a few statements. Okay, that's reversed. He has come back hard, pro FTX, best one. He was like, what I really like about it is their mobile app, you know. I mean, I've used it. I mean, it's okay. It's it's not like, oh, you gotta try out FTX. No, there's better ones, definitely better ones. And I'm not saying it's bad, give it a try. It has FTX token. It might have a cool NFT marketplace. So I'm not saying don't check it out, but definitely keep an eye on whenever somebody is being paid by a cryptocurrency or an exchange, because they're going to probably be biased, probably have to be biased to maintain their funding. I also want to throw in, Lark Davis, another one that I'm a huge fan of, also started talking about how he likes the FTX exchange. I mean, Binance, I accept it. Binance is like the big dog. But all these other little ones, it just feels like you're just taking the money. But it's not what we do on this show. We keep it real, and you can't pay me any amount of money to say something that isn't real. And so thanks so much for tuning in today. We hope to see you again very soon. And if I had to throw out one coin for the year, if I had to choose right now, February 19th, I would say Dayton Gym for Dayton Arena. And I just want to also say that I love and appreciate my editor who's been here with me the whole way. I'm going to leave you, brothers and sisters. Have a beautiful night.